Hey there, Audra here. I have 5 hot tips when it comes to picking color for a space, and I'm going to use my sister, Corrine, and Chrissy from Pacific Home Design's beautiful before and after photos to show you those hot tips. Are you ready? All right. Number one, you always have to work with the style of the home. I say this over and over again in my certified color expert training. We don't make color choices in a vacuum. The home is usually telling us what direction it needs to go. And you're looking at this home. What color do you think it needs to go? And if you said white, you're right. It's a farmhouse style. So Corrine and Chrissy talked the client into painting, and it looks completely different, cleared away a lot of the plantings, and it really showcased the beautiful look of the home. Here's a before of the patio, in case you were wondering if that was a good choice for them. And here is the after. I mean, now it is a storybook, gorgeous house. Adirondack chairs, look at the plants, the new updated lighting, all those kind of, yes, expenses to improve the home. Did they make financial sense for the seller? Absolutely, no surprise. They made over 200,000 over asking price on this home. That is tip number one. Tip number two, looking at this kitchen, if you're a stager, you're wondering, where do I even begin? And of course, your first response is maybe we just got the whole thing. But of course not, we can't do that because the sellers don't want to spend that much money usually on the home they're selling. We get it. So tip number two is never ever underestimate the transformational power of paint alone. Because when we look at this kitchen and we think, well, what is it that we need to do? Cabinets are expensive. We already know we need some new appliances here. And you can see this is what they did. They just painted. Paint makes all the difference. And they painted it in kind of a trendy, fun color. They mixed paint, so they kept it kind of interesting and unique. And they had the client spend on the more important things, which was those appliances, because you couldn't have a pink oven. Let's be honest. Okay, tip number three, we're going back to the outdoors, and that is an obvious one. Curb appeal matters. And it'd be really easy for a seller just to go, oh, come on, it's fine. This is fine. It looks cute. But really, does it look as cute as it could be? No. Now, this is the quintessential cutest little beach house ever that will get top dollar. A brand new front door makes a lot difference, along with paint, new numbers, and lighting. Tip number four, work with the existing finishes. Again, we're not making paint choices in a vacuum. And in this kitchen, what's kind of conflicting is that ceramic kind of orange tile with the kind of orangey wood. And while our eye might be drawn first to, can we do these countertops? That's where the budget probably ended for the client. Well, paint goes really far in that budget, and they picked a color that is very complementary to the flooring, so it all kind of went well. Let's be honest, somebody might want to just renovate this whole kitchen anyway, so spending an over amount of money on a kitchen doesn't always make sense for the sellers, and they probably had other money they needed to spend elsewhere, where the little bit of paint here made a huge difference. Finally, tip number five. Don't be afraid of change. We're always so afraid to paint that wood paneling or that red brick. But I'm here to tell you, it most often looks so much better when you do, especially when you take the advice of a certified professional stager and redesigner or designer before you do it, because we've seen a lot of renovation fails. But in this case, not just paint, but plaster. And this way, it's a lot cleaner. You don't have to rip out that brick, you just plaster over it. Very clean, fits the beach style of this home. They couldn't have done better. So, I hope you enjoyed these 5 tips. More importantly, looking at some pretty awesome before and after photos. We'll see you in the next video.